This wasn't just another performance. This was history caught in one take. When SB19 stepped into the first take studio, the world went silent. No flashy lights, no backup dancers, just raw talent, pure emotion, and 5 voices carrying the pride of a nation. The moment Damn began, every note hit like a heartbeat of millions. Boring viewers couldn't look away. Their reactions said it all. Goosebumps, unreal, world class. From Tokyo to Toronto, people are asking one question. Who are these guys? They are SB19, and they just changed how the world hears Filipino music. If you felt that pride, that fire, that power, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that celebrate Filipino greatness. The white studio lights of the first take gleamed like a blank canvas, pure, unfiltered, waiting to be painted with sound. For years, global artists had graced that stage, but this time, something historic was about to happen. 5 Filipinos, Pablo, Stel, Josh, Ken, and Justin, stepped forward, calm yet burning with quiet fire. No choreography, no retakes, just authenticity. SB19 wasn't there to impress, they were there to represent. As the camera rolled, silence filled the air. A silence that held centuries of Filipino artistry often unseen by the world. This wasn't just another guest appearance. This was the Philippines entering the global stage through sheer talent. SB19's confidence wasn't loud. It was controlled, focused, and intentional. The nation waited breathless, knowing this single performance could redefine Filipino identity in global music forever. And then, the first note of Damn dropped, and the entire world began to listen. The instant the first note of DAM echoed through the first take studio, everything changed. No one spoke, not even the crew. The room felt suspended in time as Pablo's voice broke through the silence, deep and deliberate, setting the emotional tone. One by one, the members joined in, each voice distinct yet perfectly synchronized, weaving emotion and control into harmony. Foreign viewers described chills running down their arms. Some said they didn't understand the lyrics, but they felt every word. That's the power of DAM. It's emotion before translation, soul before sound. The performance became a living heartbeat, pulsing across continents. By the final chorus, millions were already replaying clips, sharing reactions, and calling SB19's vocals flawless and world-class. This wasn't coincidence. This was mastery. Years of training, pain, and passion condensed into one unforgettable moment. But what began as a song was about to explode into a global phenomenon. The performance had barely ended when the internet detonated. Within hours, SB19, the first take, flooded every corner of social media. Reaction channels couldn't upload fast enough. Foreigners crying, gasping, replaying the same 4 minutes again and again. Comments multiplied by the thousands. Who are they? This is not boy band energy. This is art. On X.Twitter, hashtags like SB19 on the first take and hashtag DAM trended across Japan, Indonesia, and the US. YouTube's algorithm pushed the performance to global audiences, and suddenly millions were discovering the depth of Ppop for the first time. SB19 didn't just break cultural barriers, they obliterated them. Every replay felt like a spark spreading through digital wildfire. Filipino fans flooded timelines with pride, while international viewers admitted they'd never heard anything like this. The group's precision, tone, and emotion redefined what it meant to perform live. And as the numbers soared, the reactions from around the world began to pour in. Honest, raw, and overflowing with awe. From Tokyo to Toronto, foreign viewers couldn't stay silent. Japanese fans praised SB19's calm discipline and vocal clarity, calling it rare and refined. American reactors labeled it pure talent, no gimmicks. European fans described it as cinematic and soulful, while K-pop audiences admitted
This level of vocal control is insane. Reaction videos filled the internet. Musicians breaking down harmonies, vocal coaches applauding technique, fans crying on camera. Many said they didn't understand the lyrics, but understood the feeling. That's how Damn transcended borders, not through translation, but emotion. What stunned viewers most wasn't just the performance, but the humility afterward. No theatrics, no ego, just gratitude. SB19 didn't demand attention, they earned it.
And that authenticity hit harder than any choreography ever could. As the world praised SB19, the Philippines stood taller than ever. News outlets replayed the first take performance on loop, anchors calling it a historic moment for Filipino artistry. From schools to offices, people paused to watch. Entire classrooms erupted in applause. Jeepney drivers played Damn on repeat, and families crowded around screens, eyes filled with pride. For many Filipinos abroad, the performance felt personal, a piece of home breaking through global noise. It wasn't just about five men singing. It was about representation, about the Philippines finally being seen. Generations who grew up hearing Filipinos are talented but overlooked now watched that narrative shatter live before their eyes. Even non-fans admitted, this isn't just pop, this is identity. For years, Filipino artists had carried world-class talent but lacked the platform. SB19 changed that in under 5 minutes. They didn't ask for permission, they claimed the stage. In a time when cultural pride often feels diluted, SB19 reignited something pure. A reminder that Filipino excellence doesn't need validation, it simply needs a moment to shine. And that moment of glory was no accident. It was forged through struggle, discipline, and years of relentless work. Before the fame, before the first take, SB19's journey was built on hardship. They trained under exhaustion, doubted by critics, dismissed by the industry that didn't believe Ppop could ever compete globally. There were nights when the group performed for tiny crowds, nights filled with uncertainty and pain. But they didn't stop. They refined, they evolved, they pushed. Every run, every harmony, every movement was a result of relentless practice. Pablo's leadership, Stell's precision, Josh's fire, Ken's depth, and Justin's heart, together they built a bond that no failure could break. Their music wasn't made for fame. It was made from experience, from struggle and survival. Damn embodies that journey. Its lyrics carry the ache of ambition and the sound of perseverance. So when they sang it on the first take, it wasn't just another performance. It was years of sweat and sacrifice condensed into one flawless take.
What remained wasn't silence. It was pride echoing across nations. They didn't just sing, they didn't just perform. They proved that when Filipino talent meets the global stage, the world listens. So, if their journey moved you, if their story stirred something inside you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of a new era for Filipino music.